Want strong, powerful glutes? Look no further than the hip thrust. This exercise is a game changer for building lower body strength and sculpting a sculpted backside. Unlike squats or lunges, the hip thrust isolates the glutes, making it incredibly effective for muscle growth. But there's a catch. Performing the hip thrust correctly is crucial for optimal results. Many people make common mistakes that hinder their progress and even lead to injuries. Fear not, glute enthusiasts. This guide will equip you with the knowledge and techniques to maximize your hip thrust potential. Get ready to unleash the power of this incredible exercise and sculpt the glutes of your dreams. Before we dive into the techniques, let's expose the common mistakes that plague many gym goers. Understanding these errors is crucial because they can significantly hinder your progress and even lead to injuries. By being aware of these pitfalls, you can take proactive steps to correct your form and maximize the benefits of your workouts. By identifying these errors, you can avoid them and set yourself up for success. Knowledge is power, and in the gym, it translates to better performance and safer training sessions. One common mistake is using your lower back to lift the weight instead of your glutes. This often happens when people are eager to lift heavier weights without mastering the correct form first. The lower back should remain stable and neutral throughout the movement. This not only reduces glute activation but also puts unnecessary strain on your spine. Over time, this can lead to chronic back pain and other spinal issues which can derail your fitness journey. Another culprit is failing to squeeze your glutes at the top of the movement. This is a critical part of the exercise because the peak contraction is where the most muscle engagement occurs. Squeezing at the peak contraction intensifies muscle engagement and enhances growth. Without this squeeze, you're missing out on the full benefits of the exercise, and your glute development will be suboptimal. Arching your back is another no-no. This often happens when people try to lift too much weight or don't maintain proper core engagement. This can lead to lower back pain and reduce the effectiveness of the exercise. A neutral spine is essential for protecting your back and ensuring that the glutes are doing the majority of the work. Finally, using excessive weight too soon is a recipe for disaster. It's tempting to load up the barbell to impress others or to feel like you're making rapid progress. But this approach is counterproductive. It compromises form and increases the risk of injury. Injuries can set you back weeks or even months, so it's better to progress gradually and focus on perfecting your form. Remember, proper form trumps heavy weight every time. Prioritize technique, listen to your body, and gradually increase the weight as your form improves. This approach will lead to better results and a safer, more sustainable fitness journey. Now that you know what to avoid, let's focus on performing the hip thrust with impeccable form. This exercise is crucial for building strong glutes and improving overall lower body strength. When done correctly, it can also help enhance your athletic performance and prevent injuries. Start by sitting on the ground with your upper back resting against a bench. Make sure the bench is stable and won't move during the exercise. This setup is essential for providing the necessary support and leverage for the movement. Your feet should be flat on the floor, hip-width apart. This positioning ensures that you can generate maximum force through your heels, which is key for activating your glutes effectively. Position a barbell directly over your hips, using a pad for comfort. The pad helps distribute the weight evenly and prevents discomfort or bruising on your hips. Make sure the barbell is centered and balanced before you begin the movement. Engage your core, lower the weight towards the ground by hinging at your hips, then drive through your heels to lift the weight back up. This movement should be smooth and controlled, focusing on squeezing your glutes at the top of the lift. Throughout the movement, keep your back straight, your core engaged, and your chin tucked. This alignment helps protect your spine and ensures that the work is being done by your glutes and hamstrings, not your lower back. Avoid arching your back or lifting your head. These common mistakes can lead to strain and reduce the effectiveness of the exercise. Instead, maintain a neutral spine and keep your gaze forward. Remember, quality over quantity. Focus on performing each repetition with control and precision. It's better to do fewer reps with perfect form than to rush through more reps with poor technique. This approach will help you build strength safely and effectively. After completing your sets, take the time to stretch and cool down. Stretching your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back can help reduce muscle soreness and improve flexibility. A proper cool down is just as important as the workout itself for maintaining overall fitness and preventing injuries. Finally, track your progress. Keeping a record of your workouts, including the weights used and the number of reps and sets completed, can help you stay motivated and see your improvements over time. This practice can also help you identify areas where you might need to adjust your technique or increase your weights. With consistent practice and attention to detail, you'll master the hip thrust and enjoy the benefits of stronger, more powerful glutes. Keep pushing yourself, stay focused, and remember that every rep brings you one step closer to your fitness goals. Believe it or not, foot placement can significantly impact glute activation during the hip thrust. The way you position your feet can either enhance or diminish the effectiveness of your workout. It's not just about lifting the weight, it's about how you lift it. Experimenting with different foot positions allows you to target specific areas of your glutes. By making small adjustments, you can shift the focus to different parts of the muscle group, ensuring a more balanced and comprehensive workout. A slightly wider stance with your toes pointing slightly outward typically targets the gluteus maximus, the largest muscle in the buttocks. This stance can help you build strength and size in this area, giving you that powerful and rounded look. Bringing your feet closer together and pointing them straight ahead can increase activation in the gluteus medius, responsible for hip stability and a sculpted appearance. This muscle plays a crucial role in maintaining balance and preventing injuries, especially during dynamic movements. The key is to find what works best for you. Everyone's body is different, and what works for one person might not work for another. It's important to listen to your body and make adjustments based on how you feel. Try different foot placements and pay attention to how your glutes feel. You might notice that a small change can lead to a big difference in muscle activation and overall effectiveness of the exercise. You might be surprised at the difference a slight adjustment can make. Sometimes even a minor tweak can lead to significant improvements in your workout results. So, don't be afraid to experiment and find the optimal foot placement for your hip thrusts. Remember, consistency is key. Once you find the foot placement that works best for you, stick with it and make it a part of your regular routine. Over time, you'll see the benefits in terms of strength, stability, and muscle definition. So next time you're at the gym, take a moment to focus on your foot placement during hip thrusts. It might just be the game changer you need to take your glute workouts to the next level. Adding resistance bands to your hip thrusts is a fantastic way to increase the challenge and further enhance glute activation. The bands provide variable resistance, meaning the tension increases as you reach the top of the movement. Loop a resistance band around your legs, just above your knees. As you perform the hip thrust, the band will force your knees inward, activating your gluteus medius even more. Resistance bands are a versatile tool that can be incorporated into various exercises. Experiment with different band placements and resistance levels to find what suits you best. Here's a secret to amplify your hip thrust results: the pause and squeeze method. This simple technique enhances muscle engagement and promotes growth. At the top of the movement, when your hips are fully extended, pause for a beat. Contract your glutes as hard as you can, squeezing like you're trying to crack a walnut between them. Hold the squeeze for a second or two before slowly lowering the weight. This pause and squeeze technique intensifies the mind-muscle connection, forcing your glutes to work harder and maximizing muscle fiber recruitment. As with any exercise, listening to your body and prioritizing proper form is paramount. Pain is your body's way of signaling that something is wrong. If you experience any pain during the hip thrust, stop immediately and assess the situation. It might be a sign of improper form, underlying muscle imbalances, or even an injury. Don't push through pain. It's always better to err on the side of caution and consult with a qualified healthcare professional if needed. Remember, fitness is a journey, not a race. Listen to your body, progress gradually, and prioritize your long-term health. Congratulations! You're now armed with the knowledge and techniques to maximize your hip thrust potential. Remember, knowledge is power only when put into practice. Consistency is key when it comes to seeing results. Incorporate hip thrusts into your workout routine 2 to 3 times per week, allowing for adequate rest and recovery between sessions. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Building strength and muscle takes time and dedication. Stay consistent with your training, fuel your body with nutritious foods, and get enough sleep. The results will follow. Now that you're on your way to sculpting stronger glutes, we want to hear from you. Share your hip thrust experiences, tips, and challenges in the comments below. Let's create a supportive community where we can learn from each other and celebrate our fitness journeys together. For more glute building tips and resources, check out Glute Lab on Instagram and YouTube. Remember, a strong backside starts with a strong mindset. Embrace the challenge, stay dedicated, and watch your glutes transform.